Hi guys, Danielle back, Danielle's Homemade Products. Today I'm making some little mustache embeds for my shave and a haircut fragrance oil soap that I'm going to be making in the next day or so. So I've got some brown melting point that I had used for other projects before I started filming them, and I'm just using up the rest of it now. So I've got that working in the microwave. Gotta open my plastic spoons. Maybe. I think they're adult proof. Here we go. Oh, yeah, no, that needs longer. But I like this scent. I was actually kind of surprised. It's very clean smelling. Sorry. I'm trying to make sure that you guys can see my little bitty mold. It makes 6 mustaches, so I'm going to have to make a couple of different batches of this, but I'm okay with that. And I'm doing it in brown because, again, that's the melting point that I had already colored as brown, so I'm just going to use that so that I'm not wasting it. That way it doesn't just continue to sit around. Because we don't like it when things go to waste. And apparently I warmed the soap up too much because I actually melted my spoon. It's kind of funny. I'm going to try and use one of these little... We'll see if this doesn't melt too. Yeah, that's not going to work because it's getting too hot. Yeah, that one I'll have to clean up later. I'm sorry if you guys can't see. I'm just making a gigantic mess. And the good thing about melting point is I can scrape it off and reuse it. So I'm going to let this mess sit and then clean up my mess, and I'll come back once the embeds are cleaned up. Okay guys, I'm back. The brown didn't really work, so I have melted some new soap. I think the brown that I had, it's been sitting for a bit, so I think it's just been warmed too many times. Let me make sure you guys can see. Nope, you can't see a darn thing, can you? Okay, so I've got some new soap melted. Partially melted. It's still got some chunks in it. I'm going to try to stir it in a little bit, see if that helps to finish melting it. Try to do it so you guys can see, but aren't, you know, like completely blocked. I've got it zoomed in quite a bit, so, because this mold is not very big. Needs just a little bit more time. This mold isn't very big. It makes 6 of them, and they're kind of small. And you guys can see the mold sitting on the paper, but it's not really. It's only about the size of a soup spoon, plastic soup spoon. So it's not a very big one, which is making it difficult to pour the soap to begin with, because the cavities are not very deep, and the soap, the mold itself isn't very big. So it's just not making it easy on me today. But you know what, that's okay, sometimes that happens. But I'm making these for a scent called Shave and Haircut. Very clean scent, very masculine scent. I do like it. Reminds me of when you're going to the barber or the beauty salon and getting your hair done or your nails done. So I wanted to make it, and I'm going to put these little mustaches on top because I think that is just really cute. And I went ahead and I was going to do them in brown because that's what I had already, you know, ready to go and just had to remelt it, but it didn't turn out that well. They weren't, let's see, I don't know if you guys can see this one, if it'll focus. You can see kind of how you can see where it has poured into the mold in different spots and started to set. Well, it was doing that on the mustaches, and that's obviously not what I want. I want it to be one cohesive unit. And man, this stuff is still not melted. And I don't know, for some reason, I don't get a very long melt time with my melt and pour. I don't know if it's just because here in Indiana, the weather is so weird that it sets up faster here. I don't know. It's February and it's 63 degrees outside right now. So I guess that should say something to begin with, because Indiana is crazy. We had that snow right before Valentine's Day, and by Valentine's Day, that snow was gone. So I'm doing black. I've got some black oxide powder just mixed in with some alcohol. We'll see how well this mixes. Oh yeah, that'll be nice. Okay, so now let's just see if we can get this baby to pour nicely into the molds. And I'm sorry I'm right-handed, so I know I'm probably blocking. I have a feeling this is going to do the same thing the brown was doing, because it's setting up as I'm pouring it. And you know what, if that's the case, then I'll just use them anyway. They'll be alright. And I just made a gigantic mess again. But the good thing about melt and pour is it's something that's easy to clean up. So once these have set up and hardened completely and I've cleaned them up, I will bring you back. Guys, I'm back. Here are my first set of little mustaches. And because I did over pour them, I did have to clean them up a bit with a knife. So they're not perfect, but I'm okay with that. And I found my little trick. You can see my pour line, and I'll clean these ones up when they're done, is if I poured it from one corner only, instead of trying to go from the middle, it would fill the whole mold up and I wasn't getting the weird breaky spots like I was with the brown. I did have to take the first batch out and remelt them, and this is actually technically the second batch here, and then the third batch of them. And this should be enough for the 10 bars mold that I'm going to be using to make the soap. So here you go, guys. Another embed. Look out for the soap. It should be coming up in a day or so. See you soon. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Bye.